Did you know that we have different nutritional requirements at different parts of our menstrual cycle? Listen up while I share which foods help to nourish and support our body in each of those stages of our cycle. During menstruation, iron and vitamin C and K are important. In the follicular phase, add in choline, antioxidants, and liver support. Zinc, vitamin E, and omega-3s are vital for ovulation. And lastly, magnesium, iodine, and potassium are important in the luteal phase. If that went in one ear and out the other, don't worry, I'm going to discuss each in more detail now. As a rule of thumb, eating less sugar and less processed food and focusing on a Mediterranean style diet is really good for your hormones. So if you eat a lot of junk food and you haven't kind of already got a regular daily intake of veg, whole grains, healthy proteins and fats, that is definitely where you want to start. But if you're ready to dive deeper into eating for your cycle, then stay tuned till the end. I recently gathered some new sort of in-depth nutritional info about which nutrients are most important for each part of your cycle in a brilliant webinar that I went to by an author and period revolutionary, Lenice Brothers. That's all I could call her. And I wanted to share some of those insights with you today. I share lots of food-based options here as a first port of call rather than adding sort of a whole rotating array of supplements into your diet. So let's start with the period itself, seeing as it gets the most attention and also happens to be where day one starts if you're tracking your cycle. So during the menstrual phase, when you are bleeding, it's important to focus on nourishing the body and supporting the body, especially iron levels. Warm food can be extra comforting at this time of the month, and it's also recommended in Chinese medicine. They say that cold food contributes to stagnation, which leads to pain. So avoid salads and smoothies when you have your period and opt for more nourishing stews and soups instead, even in the height of summer. Iron-rich foods are a good idea as well because we lose iron during our bleed, and this is especially important if you have heavier periods or if you experience flooding in perimenopause. When it comes to meat, organ meats like liver and gimlet are said to be more helpful than other cuts of meat, but for those of us who choose not to eat meat, not to worry. Beans, lentils, mushrooms, beetroots, nuts and seeds, and greens like spinach and kale and Swiss chard and things, they all contain iron as well. If you still feel like you need more support, a liquid iron supplement like Floridix is usually what I recommend and what I find most useful for myself and my clients. It's food-based and much easier to absorb than some of the prescribed iron supplements, which can contribute to a lot of things like constipation and On top of iron, foods rich in vitamin C are really important. Things like berries and kiwis, oranges, of course, and lemons. Broccoli and kale are also high in vitamin C, and they can help to increase the absorption of iron, particularly from plant-based sources, as well as just being, great for you and supporting healthy blood flow and things. Vitamin K is another important mineral at this time of the month. It's essential for blood clotting, which is especially important for women with heavy bleeds. It's found in dark leafy greens like kale, also in free-range eggs and natto, kimchi, sauerkraut, and also liver. Next up in our follicular phase, that is when nutrition plays a vital role in supporting the health of growing ovarian follicles. One crucial nutrient for this is choline, which supports the quality of the cell membrane of the ovum. And interestingly, choline is found in egg yolks and also in liver and organ meats, as well as seafood. For the vegans, cruciferous veg, whole grains and nuts and seeds can contain choline too. We also want to support our liver in this phase of our cycle. So sulforaphanes found in broccoli, Brussels sprouts, kale, cauliflower, kohlrabi, they help to improve the liver's detoxification process. Herbal remedies can help too. Milk thistle, artichoke, dandelion are brilliant for the liver as well. For ovulation, omega-3 fatty acids can help support healthy egg quality. There was an interesting 2012 study that found that omega-3 fatty acids can improve egg quality, as well as prolonging female reproductive years and increasing the health of existing ovarian follicles, which is very cool. Vitamin E is also important during ovulation. It can help maintain a healthy estrogen-progesterone balance. Vitamin E is found in wild salmon, in free-range chicken, sweet potato, avocado, jackfruit, and more. And lastly, zinc, which plays a crucial role in the formation of many of our hormones, including progesterone, testosterone, FSH. Food sources are oysters, free-range organic meat, my favorite, pumpkin seeds. Zinc can also increase the formation of the corpus luteum, and that's really important for helping to maintain healthy progesterone levels, especially during the ovulatory phase, as it supports the development of the uterine lining for implantation as well. So lastly, the luteal phase is the second half of the cycle that occurs after ovulation, usually when PMS shows its face. Magnesium is an amazing mineral that can help reduce both PMS and period pain. Foods rich in magnesium include dark leafy greens, nuts and seeds, but due to our diminished soil quality and our kind of huge need for this mineral, it is one that I usually recommend supplementing. I recommend magnesium glycinate, bisglycinate or citrate, and you can take up to 500 milligrams a day. Iodine can help to reduce breast tenderness and pain. It's found in seaweed and seafood, but also in Jersey potatoes and strawberries. Kelp is a seaweed supplement that you can also get to support your iodine levels. And potassium is another nutrient to focus on at this stage. Things like bananas, potatoes, and artichokes, they can help reduce premenstrual bloating. You wouldn't think it with potatoes, but supposedly they can help. So there you go. I love potatoes. And they kind of work with sodium to increase urine production and then reduce water retention, so it can help premenstrual bloating. So by understanding all of this and how your body changes throughout the different phases of your menstrual cycle and just making sort of small adjustments to your diet, you can help to reduce PMS and period pain, to support that hormonal balance and potentially even extend your fertile years. The more I dive into this menstrual cycle world, the more fascinating it becomes. We really are only at the beginning of understanding our bodies, and finally we're seeing some great research supporting natural ways to balance our hormones and work with our bodies too.